Yes, my people, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my 31-day challenge where I speak in front of the camera every single day to get better and more confident. We are on day 12. If you're here for the first time, my name's Enoch, and if you're here returning, as always, peace, love, appreciate you all for being here. On today's video, we're just going to finish up and kind of follow through on the theme of the last couple of episodes where we're talking about social media, the differences, how social media works, things to be wary of, and just picking up from there and continuing with that kind of theme. So today's topic, what we're going to be starting off is consumer versus producer, that kind of mentality. So the reason I wanted to touch about this is because in the day and age that we live, there's so many opportunities, there's so many different platforms, and there's so many different areas in which you can use your skills, which you can excel on these platforms. So rather than just being on those platforms mindlessly scrolling like 90% of the people that do that right now, you can use that to your advantage and realize that we're in a different age where if you want to make money online, if you want to sell courses, if you want to do anything online, you can literally leverage all these platforms to your own good and make the most out of it rather than wasting your time on it. Because well and truly, the biggest and most important thing that we do have is our time. And rather than you sitting there day in, day out, 7 days a week, hours through the day, just scrolling, you can use that to your advantage and possibly make money from it or whatever you want to do online. So having that mentality going forward, if you don't anyway, can completely change your life and how you use these platforms. The reason I say that is, listen, I believe that every one of us has got God-given skills. So some of you might be creators, some of you might be thinkers, some of you might be leaders, some of you might be great communicators, some of you might have all these different skills and you're not using them to the best of your abilities, or you're not making the most out of them while you're on these platforms. And you kind of fall into two categories. There's usually two categories that you can usually fall into, which is obviously the consumer versus producer. Me personally, I know which side I'd want to be on, because the consumers are the ones that are usually the one coughing out the money, whereas the producers are the ones that are making the money. And listen, I want to make the money, but on this day and age, there's so many different ways where you can be a producer rather than a consumer. There's e-commerce, drop shipping, there's Facebook ads, there's Google ads, there's Shopify, there's Etsy, there's YouTube automation, there's online marketing, social media marketing. There's so many different ways that you can make and market yourself online. Growing your own brand, growing brands for other people, social media marketing, social media management. Like I said, there's so many different ways that you can make money online. Personally, it's an area that I've delved into. The past couple of months, I've been speaking with my friend Zed just about possibly starting an Etsy business. I've had to take a step away from that just to realign and focus, because that's going to kind of align with the next topic, which we're going to be speaking about anyway, which is about focus. So it's definitely an area that I want to... Did I start the timer? Okay, yeah. I forgot to start the timer. Yeah, it's definitely an area that I want to put more effort into, which I could have done previously. And it's definitely an area that I want to diversify going forward, especially in 2024, 2025. But the reason I haven't, and I'll give you two reasons why: time and focus. So the first thing is time. You need time to, one, learn about this platform, get the knowledge, and then obviously apply. And two, you need full focus when you... Why can't I speak? Let's do this again. Time and focus, yeah? So you need time to learn, apply, and get the knowledge about these kind of things. But the best thing about that is there's endless amount of education online, free education online, where you can learn about all the different strategies that you can use in social media to grow, to monetize. And then also you need focus. So one thing that I've been victim of in the past is shifting my focus and spreading myself thin. So I'll give you a good example. 2 years ago, just about 2 years ago, when I was still working, the corporate job, I was splitting my time, which is good because I realized how much time I got, but I was allocated it to too many different things. And because I was doing that, I wasn't making as much progress as I could be making if I just aligned my focus into one area and just absolutely killed it at that. So at the time, I was obviously learning about the job, trying to excel in my career. At the same time, I was trying to learn about property and trying to get into Airbnb, service accommodation, HMOs, trying to build education. And then on top of that as well, I was trying to learn how to trade, get into the financial markets. But that's 3 things that can take a lot of time. Property, it takes time to learn, to get the education, to apply. Trading, the same thing. It's one of the biggest industries in the world, but within that, you can't put a time limit on it, and you just have to apply it as much time as you can, which is what I've been doing now. So after a year of trying to spread myself across those 3 areas, I realized, this isn't effective, and I'm just focusing so many different areas right now. Whereas if I take all that and eliminate the things that I can do right now and just focus on one thing, then I can make so much more progress. And that's what I did at the end of the year. I thought, do you know what, there'll be a time and place for property, which is down the line, but right now let me just focus on trading. Yes, I was working, obviously need work, need bills to be paid, but I just knew trading was the one for me. So I said, let me focus on this, and I've been focusing on that ever since then. That's why I'm speaking about. Later on, there's still the opportunities to diversify into property, into online marketplaces. Even the last couple of months when I was working with Zed and going around to his and learning about all these different platforms that you can sell online, like Etsy and Shopify and dropshipping, all that kind of stuff, I got sucked into the idea of another stream of income, not realizing that, wait, hold on, you're not even fully successful in this area. Finish that first, and then you can go ahead and diversify into maybe starting an online store. So I just think that's a very key thing to do when you are then utilizing the skills that you do have, because there is such thing as the shiny object syndrome, where you are online and you're learning about drop shipping, you're learning about e-commerce, you're learning about e-commerce, you're learning about social media marketing, and it's very easy to fall in the trap of, I want to start this, and then that doesn't work for 2 weeks, and then you start this and that doesn't work for 3 months, and then you stop that, and then you see someone else making money in this area and not realizing that they've been doing it for a year, but because your thing hasn't worked for the past 3 months, you want to jump into that because you think it's a quick fix, not realizing that it takes time to be successful. And there was an abbreviation that it made so much sense when you look at the word focus. It stands for, well, it can be abbreviated to finish one course until successful. So when you're focusing, you've got tunnel vision towards whatever you're doing, make sure you're consistent, make sure you're resilient, because there's going to be hard times, make sure you're patient, and ultimately once you are successful in that area, then and only then can you start looking at something else. Because what you tend to see, and I've been a victim of that as well, like I said, is that you're stretching yourself too thin. You're trying to make 100% progress in this area and 100% progress in that area, but you're only putting 50. Whereas if you put 100, if you take that 50 from this area, put into 50 in this area, now you can make that 100% progress. So yeah, 17 seconds, cool. Just to touch on the whole vision thing, we're gonna end with this. So I've got a new pair of glasses. Damn. Okay, do you know what? No, I don't like the end of this video. I'm so annoyed. Yeah, I don't like the way I finished this. There was a way I wanted to end the video, so because I knew 10 minutes was up, which was gonna follow into tomorrow's video, and I was gonna introduce the new glasses that I got. But yeah, I'm just gonna. Anyway, that's today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Can't even keep a straight face, bro. Anyway, we're just gonna end the video here. I hope you got some knowledge from before. I hope you enjoyed. As usual, like, comment, subscribe. Peace, love. See you on the next page.